hair, makeup.
Hello, everybody. Action.
Pinch the cheeks.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Yes, we're glad to be here. We have special guest Helen here tonight, and we have our gang of people that come all the time that we love so much, and that is Callie, Kelly, Terry, holding your space, and Diana, oil painter. And of course, if you don't know Helen, you must be on another planet, but she has Granny Tarot. She is the quintessential book reader. And so, but she also is interested in dreams. So she's with us tonight. I'm going to say hi to everybody in a minute. I do want to announce that for right now, the bookers are not able to come. We don't know exactly when or if they will be able to come back, but if they are, we'll bring them back certainly to the show. They're just going through some issues that they need to work on, just like everybody does, called life. And so we send them lots of good juju, some good energy, some good love, and heartfelt thanks for all that they have done with us and will probably continue to do with us in some manner. So they're okay. There's nothing deadly wrong or anything, but they are dealing with some issues that they have to deal with. So yeah. And prayers flying. Thank you.
Yeah.
We miss them and they miss us. So, but they have to deal with what they are working on right now. So if I hear any more, I'll let you know because I know you love them. So anyway, so we're going to try and have some fun tonight, hopefully so. And let's say hello to some folks that are already here. Bora is here, and Viviani, and Cat Mama, meowdy to you, and Annie, welcome, honey. We have Ness. Hi, Ness.
Hello.
Good to see you. We have Christine Fryer and Froxy Roxy, and McGrill, and Sharon Robinson, and Barbara Nesper. And let's see who else might be here.
Well, Craig Dixon's here. Hi, Craig.
Dixon. Yes, how are you, Craig? Absolutely. Hi, Laura Hammond Davis, and hello to Landon Kirshner, Kelly's son, and Ginny's here, and Moira's here, and Kelly Scarborough from the Mystic Next Door. Thanks, Kelly. It's nice to see you too. Let's see, Vicki Howell. And Lori Hunsinger, Jenny Berlin, McGrill is here. Wow. Lori, you went to the ER feeling a bit relieved. Oh, I'm so happy. She was in a lot of pain yesterday. So I'm so happy that you got some relief, sweetheart. And we send continued good health to you. Yes. Divine Shatters is what we all are. Mary Starshine is here. And Create Love is here. Stacy Horton, KK. Wow, you guys. We're really happy to have all of you here tonight. Karen Doyle, Dr. Ann. Dr. Ann's coming on my show in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
and Sally. Hi, Sally. It's good to see you too. Thanks, everybody, for being here. And we are streaming on 3 channels. We're streaming on Terry's channel. We're streaming on Callie Healer's channel, and this channel. If Helen knew how to do it, she could do it. But she
all right. That's below the belt.
We love you, Helen. You do what you do.
Mutually.
Yeah. Linda Kennedy, Jessica Lynn, welcome for all of you. So, yes, it's wonderful to have everybody. And you all survived the eclipse.
Yes.
So that means you didn't get taken up.
No, the rapture didn't get me.
Yes, there's another possible chance that you could on the 24th, according to the evangelicals. So there you go.
Oh, good. More canned goods for the rest of us. Right?
MREs. Yeah. Hi, Heather. It's good to see you too. Yeah. Craig, I'm glad you had your reading. That's wonderful. Of course we're okay. Sharon said, yeah, I know you are. Yeah. Another Anne's down in New Zealand. She says, bummer, it was just another autumn day for us. So, yeah. Anyway,
it was unbelievable here. There were huge birds out, like owls and hawks and eagles. I mean,
Yeah.
I live in the city, and they were everywhere. It was,
thought it was
like
nighttime.
Harry Potter. Yeah,
Uh-huh. It was like Harry Potter, yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
It was like 99%, so maybe 98%. It was great.
Oh,
Couldn't
that's
get a picture of it to save my life, but yeah, it got dark.
I think here in Washington we only got like 19%, which I didn't even bother to go look. But yeah, I'm glad you did, Sharon. I'm glad you had a great day.
Well, in the Pacific Northwest, how would you know? What is that strange bright object in the sky? We never see it.
Well, it came out today. We have to love it when it comes out and appreciate it. How about you, Kelly? Did you have a sighting at all in I think you did have a little bit of a sighting in California.
We did. I think it was around 50%, and it was really beautiful. I mean, we had the glasses, and like you, Terry, the birds were just. I took one photo like of a shimmering in the pool, and there was like a really noisy bird that kind of flew over, but they were just really, really chatty and just the energy. But like I forget who said it was like it's almost like like an eclipse hangover today.
Oh,
it really I'm feeling that too. Just yesterday it was all charged up, and now today it's just not so much.
Yeah, a lot of people not feeling well, like stomach ache, headache, couldn't sleep, that kind of stuff. But that might be something you just think.
No, you know what? I feel all left out because I felt no effect whatsoever. I'm a little bit insulted by the eclipse, but on the other hand, it depends on your astrological chart. And if it's in a place, and now I don't know astrology, but I hear a rumor that if it's if it's a place in your chart that's significant, it can either have a strong positive or negative effect. So, or no effect at all. So don't feel.
So, Helen, do tell us what your sign is.
Taurus.
And I can brag because I have an Aries North Node. And that's what causes the eclipse is where is the North Node. And
so we have you to blame, huh?
Yeah, you have me to blame. So this eclipse was in Aries.
Yeah.
And it's the closeness of the moon to the sun that creates it. But it's also caused and created and discovered and found and all of those fancy words because of the North Node and the closeness of that spot.
Well, it happened in this is what I'm told by those who know. It happened in my 12th house. And so that magnifies potentially your psychic ability.
Yep.
And I had a psychic dream last night.
There you go.
I know. So there you go.
There we
So
go.
really awesome. All right. Before you do, I'm going to just make sure that I let everybody know I've decided to redo my dream class if anybody's interested, and if you are a member of my channel, then you do not have to pay. It is part of your channel dues or whatever you want to call it, and so it's going to be on Saturdays, 3 Saturdays in a row, April 27th, the 3rd, and the 11th of May, because I wanted to get it in before June, at 9 a.m. I think I had 9 a.m. Pacific time, which is noon Eastern time. And it could be 2 hours. What's that?
The 4th of May.
The 4th. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever Saturday that is. If you aren't a member, which you don't have to be, but it will be $33, which is just $11. It's a donation. I have a former professor friend of mine who took care of her mom with dementia, and when her mom passed, she decided to sell everything and travel. Then she found out she has dementia. And so she decided she was still going to travel. And what she was going to do was go somewhere. And when she finished doing her traveling, she was going to kill herself. And then she decided, and this woman's my age, so she's not a young person. And she had just gotten her PhD in film. And she lived in Texas. So anyway, she's a friend of mine on Facebook. And she's been living in the Portland, Oregon shelter for 3 months. or more. And she showed pictures of it. It's abysmal. She's a handicapped person. There's no handicap shower. So any monies that I raise from the dream class will be sent to my friend Sandra.
Oh, Aley.
And so I feel, I wish I could bring her here. I wish I could take care of her. I'm not, up for handicap. I don't have handicap stuff, but I'd love to see that she has something. Maybe she can go and try to get some help, pay a lawyer. I don't know, find housing, something. But I think she came to Oregon because it has good dying laws. I think she was going to have, I think that's why she ended up, because she was Texan. Yeah, she was a Texan. So yeah, a GoFundMe might help, but I'm going to start out this way with whatever monies that I get from the dream class will go to her. I just want to do something for her.
This is such an occasion for anger, and we're not supposed to do that, but what is wrong with our society? Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, she's brilliant, and there, but for the grace of God go we.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah. She doesn't have any family. She gave up her animals. She sold everything. And she says she can't even leave food in the refrigerator because it doesn't matter. The others will eat it. And they're all in like this big gymnasium on cots. So there's no privacy for her. I saw the pictures. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to be a downer here, but I think that it's just something I want to do. So.
And I think we should, I'll give her a moment of silence here so that we can send out some healing light towards her.
Yeah.
Some light to support and helpfully help you help her.
Help her. Her name is, I'm not going to give her last name, but her name is Professor Sandra. And she is a Libra. She was my film professor. And she's probably 68 or 69 years old, and she's all alone. So yes, I would love to send out some love and energy to Sandra for her to know that we hear her plight, and we would love to be able to help her in whatever way we possibly can. So thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah. So, what was I going to do? I don't want to blow Helen's ears out. Last time I dung my bell, Helen went through the ceiling. So I don't want to do that.
I guess I was so traumatized I don't remember. Here, I'm going to take my headphones off.
Whenever you want to clear energy, and this was a sad thing we just talked about. So if you're clearing energy, then we can move on into what we came here to do. So thank you, everybody. And Gray, thank you for being here. And Kimberly Night is here. And let's see, I'm just going to, Fogo Pogo is here. Wonderful.
Claudia.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So, okay, thank you, everybody. Much love to you. So I actually have a dream to share. And then Helen's going to share one.
I want to hear yours.
Yeah, everybody can sort of stay in where they are. And I went back to write this, and it wasn't as well put together, but this is what I remember. So when I was 30 years old, and I had just had my son, I signed up for Kempo Karate, Chinese Kempo Karate, and I got up to almost a brown belt. And when I go back in my dream to my karate class, and I saw my sensei, and I was trying to get my muscles stretched, and I kept saying, "Oh, I want to get up to speed here. I want to come back." And of course, that was 38 years ago. But it was a really good feeling seeing him, because he's probably in his 80s now, and he was the same age as he was when I was going there in 85. So. The next thing you know, I'm involved. It morphs into a chase and shooter scene. They were after me, and I saw other people get shot. They were, I don't know what it was that they were mad at me about, but it wasn't the karate people. It was somebody else. I was in a car. They were following me. They wanted to shoot me. At one point, they shot me, and I was in the air like I was running, and I got hit by the bullet. And I remember thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to die. Well, all right, let's just have a good time. Let's move into it, and as I'm standing there, And I could see myself as if I was above myself, and I saw my soul. I saw my soul there. But of course, you know, we don't usually die in our dream. And I was back aware of everything going on. I was looking for they were looking for the shooter. He was looking for other people. And I was worried because they were in a airplane and they were going to bomb it and shoot it down. And somebody was in the airplane. They had a lot of coins and they were spilled all over the floor, silver coins. And Benedict Cumberbatch was one of the people on the plane. If you know who he is, he's an English actor.
Mhm.
So this is what I got out of it. And I really would love to know what you think. The karate was empowering myself, because when I first initially took it, that was what I was leaving a marriage and I needed to empower myself. And that was the way I wanted to do it. And I loved it. It was like my YouTube is now, how much I love it. I said that the chase, I feel like I'm chasing or running from my financial burdens because of all the coins. And the airplane, I thought, was a different plane, like a different plane of existence. And being hit by the bullet was surreal, but was comforting because I knew where I was going to go. And Benedict Cumberbatch, I'm just thinking, he's been in a lot of movies and he's usually like the quintessential gentleman, you know, whatever he plays, he's always that type. So be interested in what you guys think.
Well, you know that the silver immediately, when you think about, because of tarot, when you think about money, you think gold, right?
Right.
When I hear silver, I think of Judas Iscariot, and I think of betrayal
Okay.
and being
Chuckles.
chased
Yep.
from an elevation
Yep.
by people who are betraying you and are elevated. I think there's a lot of energy right now around people in positions of power and money that are really trying to destroy all of us, and it's a real betrayal of humanity. But you saw your soul. You know, you're removed from all that baloney. You know.
Yeah, it was
I don't know.
wonderful.
Right.
No, and I was in a vehicle and I got out of I thought I was hidden. I don't know why I would be hidden, because I was behind the building. But I got out of the vehicle and was running, thinking I was going to get away. And that's when I was shot and I could see my soul doing that. Yeah.
What did it look like?
It was all white. It was white. It was almost like when you do your eyes do a, when you unfocus your eyes, it was like another body on top of my body, but leaving.
Interesting. Yeah.
It feels like you were up leveling. It's like you're back to your practice, and then you're making this Jedi move because you're stepping out of your body, literally, right?
Yeah.
And moving up, and then to another dimension. And that dimension, I like what you said about Helen, about the silver. And I also thought that there's value there. You can look at it that way as well.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on what you feel like, but there's value in this next dimension.
Yes.
Well, and I wonder, had you already made the decision about Professor Sandra?
No, I just found out about her this morning.
Okay. And for those who don't know what he looks like,
Oh,
it's him.
yeah.
You know this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff.
He's been in Sherlock and a few other. I don't watch that, but I know who he is.
Yeah.
What are your feelings about him? Like, or not in your dream, but just in general.
He's like the quintessential gentleman. He's
Yeah.
just like somebody that you would. He was just a person on the plane, but it was like somebody I admired, but not overly so. But just he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Always plays good roles. He's a producer and director himself as well. But okay, so you had just found out about it and you had the dream. Maybe that is also you're taking a bullet for her and passing the coin on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yes. These coins, they like fell. The plane was sort of jagging around and they fell. Somebody was collecting them. They looked all like silver dollars, real silver. And I saw them all over the floor. And this person said, "Oh, all my silver dollars they're going away. They're getting lost." And yeah. Kelly, anything from you, girl?
I think that maybe, because times lately have been kind of like seeming like they're kind of spinning out of control, and that the same thing was kind of happening back when you were you were going through a divorce and whatnot. Not to say that's what you're going through now, but
right,
just things kind of upheaval and stuff, and I think that it was just a reminder that you are stronger than what you think that you are. I mean, that you are really stronger. And I do think that the plane was showing you that look at how far you've come. I mean, the dimensions, the levels that you've overcome, and that you're climbing. And
I wasn't afraid. I had no fear. It was like, okay, this is going to happen, so I'm okay. Yeah.
And I think the coins, I think it kind of means the growth of your channel, and the growth that you've had, since you've taken that class and to now. But I mean, look at how far you have grown and are going to continue to grow.
Yeah. But the karate space was my safe spot. And so I dreamt about it before, but not for a long time. And when asked what my safe spot is, pretty much, if I ask myself, it's here. So I have the same safe spot but with different people, different time, all that other stuff. But this is what is my safe spot. So yeah. Thanks, ladies. Thanks. Interesting. Very nice. Let's see. Anne said, interesting that Cumberbatch stayed in New Zealand for one of your lockdowns in the south of the island. That's very interesting. And and thank you so much, McGrill. That's very, very kind of you. It's vehicles and planes could be part of my myself. Yes. Hi, Carolyn. Yes, thank you, honey. As soon as your health gets back better, it's a rough time. Yes, I did explain, and we all took time to send you lots of love, sweetheart. So thank you. We miss you, but we love you, and we know that you need to take it easy. Yep.
Love you.
Jules, that's what I thought. Planes of existence. That's exactly what I thought. Yes.
We did.
Yep. And separate truth from illusion. That's beautiful.
Interesting.
Yes. Like thank you, everybody. Yep.
Yeah.
Dr. Strange. That's
Oh, he was Dr. Strange.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Looking for healing. He found. Oh, I'll have to watch that. I've not watched that.
Oh, he's great in it. He's great in it.
Says he thought he had everything until he lost it all in an accident, and he looking for healing. He found his metaphysical gifts.
Wow.
Duh.
He's the key for your dream.
He is the key. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you very much, dear. Wow.
I totally
the Sensei is the teacher.
Dr. Strange.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a fabulous movie. Well, it's going to go on later on tonight.
Well, and there is a series with him.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's a Marvel series, so
Yeah.
Disney will have it if you have Disney.
Okay.
Some of us just never outgrow cartoons.
Well, that's true. Thank you. Tell us what's going on in your brain while you're sleeping, Helen.
Oh, I was just still thinking about your dream, and I was thinking, the way my brain works, because I'm separated from your personal life and what's going on in your head. So I'm looking at it from a different context. And of course, I immediately go to, how bizarre are these times that you can have a dream about shooters going out and targeting a whole bunch of people. We didn't even talk about that. That's just another Tuesday, right? That's just insanity. So my dream is nowhere near as dramatic or interesting, but it had a lot of significance for me because just to be transparent, I've been thinking about my channel, really, is it worth the effort that I've been doing? Because the harder I research and study and write, and I get all excited about social justice topics or whatever, and I'll do a big video on, I don't know, for Black History Month, there's, something like that. And, 100 people watch it. And I think, God, and it doesn't matter one way or the other. It makes no impact on my life, except I want to know that the things that I worry about and that I care about, other people share those concerns. So it's a little depressing to think, people are not interested. They'd rather watch the video about Taylor Swift. I just find that painful. Yeah, so I've been thinking about this a lot lately. And last night, I resolved that I was going to have a dream to talk about. So here's the dream I had, and I think this is really interesting. I have one of my closest friends. We're not close anymore because of 45, and she found Jesus. Did you know that Jesus was lost? She found him. It's okay. So those two,
maybe that's
don't tell Jesus that.
Her daughter is the one who sent me the picture. We were left behind because she doesn't share these notions. So it's painful because this was one of my very, 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 very closest friends. So in my dream, I'm carrying around one of these yellow notepads where I keep all my notes for the research I do for my videos, and I'm going into this venue to do a stand-up comedy routine. Now, if you know me, I can do this because I'm looking at myself and it's just me and who cares, right? I could never get in front of a group. I would die 1,000 deaths. The largest fear, public speaking, I have a real bad case. So here I am going to do stand-up comedy. What? That's highly unlikely. But I've got all these notes, like for my channel. And my former friend is there and urging me forward. And I woke up. Now, that was the whole dream. It wasn't a very dramatic dream. But I woke up and I realized that's a message that I need to continue doing what I'm doing, even if only one person like that's her right. with those nutty ideas hears it. That has value.
Yes.
It does.
Isn't that an interesting I just thought that was so significant.
Yes.
Yep.
It is significant. And somebody said they'll share it with might share it with 100 others, but it doesn't matter. You're doing it because you love doing it. That's what your point, what the whole point of it is.
Well, I feel like I'm on a crusade. I hate, pardon the word, but I just feel like we got to get people to be aware of facts and what's going on. And it's always remarkable how many people will say, I didn't know that. I saw your video. I'd never heard that. And to me, like Project 2025, to me, that's a big deal, And people tell me all the time, I'd never heard of that till you mentioned it on your video.
Right. Yeah, no, you don't know how many people haven't heard about Project 2025. There's a lot of people that haven't. And we need to hear about it. So
Yeah.
Everything we do, whether it's valuable to a lot of people or just one person.
Yes.
It's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's some people that will just say, I know that. I know that, whatever.
Yeah.
But they'll find some other channel or some other place and they'll get what they need from that. So I love that dream, Helen. And because you are a fun person and you make jokes, that's where the stand-up comedy thing comes in. Because, you do.
Mm-hmm.
You're very lighthearted. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is that twisted sister sarcasm that we all love so much.
Really, a very sharp tongue. Yeah.
And look at that. Jules had to hear what you had to say. She said, I've had that same friend, no more. Struggling with getting my videos because of the situation. Thank you, Helen.
Oh, well, you're welcome. And just hang in there. You know, we have to be true to ourselves. And even if, you know, no matter what the repercussions, no matter what the outcome, and, you know, it's easy to lose sight of that. But thank you. This is reinforcing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jules. Somebody, very briefly, if you want to know more about this, go to Project 2025 on Google, and it will show you the book that the Federalist people, I believe, all put together.
The Republican Party website
Right.
are proud of it. They have the whole thing spelled out, and it's a product of the Heritage Foundation.
And yeah, and all the plans they have once they take power, they're going to get rid of this, they're going to get rid of that. We're not going to have any, we're going to have a dictator. We're going to have, yeah. It's scary stuff. So it doesn't, you know, it's like, it's not necessarily just if Trump gets in, it's the Republican agenda.
Right.
They all,
Yeah. Right.
yeah. So, all right. So let's get into some of these questions, everybody. Froxy, I got yours, and I got McGrill, and I got Hypnicity, Sally, Sharon, Imagine With Me, Imelda, Leah, Liz and Awe, and I have Gray, and Gray was ready to leave, so I don't want Gray to leave. We'll do Gray first. So I had a dream I was in JJ's house, and y'all need to work on me. How's that? And then Gray says, JJ and I just kept piddling around and never quite got to it. Is this JJ Tuda? Is that who
Yeah,
JJ is?
I think that's who she means.
Is that who it is, Gray?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaks.
Yes, Tuda speaks. Okay.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Who's JJ?
JJ is Tuda speaks. She does light language. She does light language. Yeah. And if we're wrong, let us know, Gray.
Oh, she said yes, JJ.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hi, Millie. All right. Let's see. Leah, somebody just said they saw, Viviani said she saw Jess Reed today, and she's very busy with her grandson, but she's doing
She's
fine.
here.
Oh, she's here? Jess Reed's here?
I thought I saw her here earlier. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, somebody was asking about it. All
She stepped in for a minute.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you see a young or small chestnut one?
See a wild young or small chestnut one. Horse? Chestnut colored horse?
Right. And then I woke to Terry this AM, and what a blessing to wake to.
Oh.
Is this the first time you've gone into Terry's channel? Is that what it is? I don't know. I'm trying to pick up through the sparse. You were dreaming about JJ,
Oh.
and it went from there. That was for a catter.
Oh, for chatter.
Oh,
For
okay.
chatter.
You were answering someone else. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It feels like Gray that you were just like you went over there to go through something and to work on something, and then you got caught up with JJ. And sometimes that's the lesson, or that's the healing. Is yeah, it's like you never really have to get to that point sometimes, because it happens in the minutia that we get involved with these things, and that just that little turn takes things exactly where they need to be. So that's what it was feeling like with me, because sometimes when I'm on with JJ, it's like we change the entire show in a minute. And that's exactly where it's supposed to go.
Where it's supposed to go. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're always led where you need to be.
Mhm.
If you're believing in synchronicity and following the signs. So.
And what you need from where you need to be is the healing in itself. So there wasn't any need to go back. You were going forward by piddling around.
Yeah. Yep. And Hypnicity said, and healers don't have to be in the room to work their magic. Gray says, I woke to you, Terry, and wanted to book, but couldn't quite work it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So hi, CC99. Nice to see you. And Harley. Yeah,
My
Jules
email
is
is
right.
on there.
Like noodling around till you lock it in. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That's cool.
There you go.
Kelly, anything, Kelly?
Yeah, I got that. Great. It's time to engage in activities that rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul. And obviously, that's what you were there at JJ's doing. But I think it's just a reminder to, to do that. You can do it while you daydream and you night dream, but to do it in the present too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So she said, I lit a candle at eclipse, then woke at 5 a.m. Candle still going. Oh, I'm glad that it wasn't caught on to anything. Ooh, yeah. Okay. All right. Anybody else?
It's hard without knowing all the people involved, but the first impression that I got was how important it is to stay focused, keep your eye on the goal. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're familiar with other readers or you feel an affinity with somebody, you may end up dreaming about working with them.
Yeah.
This happens a lot with Kelly and Diana and Terry too, where they have the same dream and they meet each other up in the dream. I mean, it's like, wow. So, if you're trusting somebody else, then you would open yourself to that kind of thing.
Aley's there too, but she just doesn't know.
I just can't remember. I must be doing my karate moves,
You're busy fleeing.
Or fleeing, yeah. Absolutely. Well, Gray, I hope that helps you, and thank you for showing.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's see. So Froxy had a dream here a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and it was about Roy, the guy she didn't marry. And she had another follow-up question about it because she ended up marrying her husband instead. All right. I often have had visions of what our house would look like in Pennsylvania if I had married Roy. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Ray. I apologize. It's Ray. I was able to look up his address, and he lives where he told me he wanted to. I looked up address on Google Earth and found it. House looked exactly like what I had visioned. Is this just my imagination?
No.
Astral projection. There you go.
You tuned into it. Yeah. All that information is just in our environment. And if you're in the right wavelength, you just tune into it. Yeah.
Roxy, is he single?
Does he have a brother?
Well, yeah, you must have been there. And the fact that you had this whole thing planned out, what it would look like, he probably did too. And yeah, fascinating. How about you guys? Terry, what do you think?
I feel like it's another dimension almost, Roxy. Like you're, sometimes the choice that we didn't make is in a different dimension, and that's what your life looks like in that dimension. I mean, literally. And that you keep coming back because I remember that you've come back to this person before.
Yeah.
And so there's a tie. There's some sort of either a karmic tie or a soul tie or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's probably still thinking about you too.
Mm-hmm.
It could very well be. That's why I kind of wondered if he was single. Can you look in the windows? Oh, wow. Yeah. Annie says, and I agree with you, Annie, there is a different feel to the show tonight, and I'm sorry about that. Yeah. It's a little bit somber in some ways, and a lot of people going through some stuff. We'll be back to our shenanigans, I'm sure. Once again, at some point here. Yep. I fear that those who don't care about anything will wake up too late. Oh, they're talking about something else. I'm sorry.
But
yeah. Go ahead.
we're all in that place.
We are.
That place.
Yeah. Yep. We definitely are. Yep.
But we're all where we're supposed to be, what we're ready to deal with, and the direction we need to go in. And everybody's journey is different. We're headed in the same spot. We're headed to the same destination. We're just getting there differently. So, if you don't get it now, you'll get it next time.
Yeah.
We're all
There's no
holding
judgment.
space, right, Terry?
Right. There's no judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very possible you are living a life with him in a parallel universe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm.
You never know.
Sliding
There's
door.
There's actually a really good movie coming out. I read the book, and it was about parallel universe. It was a story, but it was about parallel universes. And if I remember what it is, I'll let you know because it's
Yeah,
really
what's
cool.
it called?
Yeah. All right. As timelines merge, we see stuff. Annie says you're absolutely right. There you go. All right. Oh, I thought since karate was your strength from the first marriage, I wonder if you're internally tapping into that strength out of anxiety of your husband going to the, because his BP was again 200 over something. So today. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. And I'm the one worried about everything, not him. He's like, oh, everything's fine.
Oh, stop.
Bless him.
You talk to your younger self in a dream. Did you say, don't go there? You're welcome, Froxy. I don't know. Somebody said you might have been also not only astral traveling, but you might be remote viewing. So that's another thing you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Kelly, anything that I didn't mean to gloss over? Did you have anything you wanted to share?
No, pretty much all the same. She's definitely, there's a connection there that's like no other, and that I think she's, just intuitionally, and I think that she is visiting there.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Really
Google
cool.
Earth I don't know. There's been a lot of shows on things that they've caught on Google Earth. That are really strange, but there's a lot of people that go on it. I saw a lady, she went on it because her father was gardening in the yard, and she could see him gardening in the yard, and he had passed several years before, and she just was happy to see him garden. You know what I mean? It was like taken then. So it was really sweet.
Beautiful.
So
Sweet.
sweet.
Yeah. All right, so we have McGrill. All right, and McGrill was 9494. Is that an angel number? Oh, no. I wonder what it is if you put it together. 99 is 18, and 8 is
36.
30.
26.
26? It's 26?
Well, it is 18 and 8.
I'm terrible in math. No, I can't do math.
Is that
Is it-
36? 18 and 8 is 36?
26. So
Okay.
if you add that together, that's an 8.
That's
That's a transition. That's, the magic.
Infinity.
Yeah, infinity sign. So you're going through just a transformation, a transition. Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
especially infinity, but if we look at it as 94, it is going to be the ending and the continued success. The ending and the continued success, because 4 is a number of success.
It really, that's very true. That's very true. Annie says 8 is a master number. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Manifesting 8, Rusty. Yep.
And it's two 9s and 2 4s. Those make up master numbers
Themselves.
when they're connected. So.
Yeah. I looked
Roxy,
at
go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry.
it's okay. I looked it up and it says the angels are encouraging you to keep an open mind as your world begins to change. New soul defining opportunities await.
There's your transformation.
Yeah.
has to.
Endings and success. Endings and success. What's
Oh,
your
you got
say?
something? Yeah, you got something, Kelly?
I looked it up here it's in Doreen Virtue's angel numbers, and it says your actions are guided and supported by angels. So I'm guessing it was your angels and your guides that came through, and they want you to know that you're doing great, and just to keep up the good work, that you're on the right path.
Oh, there you go, McGrill. Thank you, darling. Yeah.
And the angel card for you is ask and you shall receive. Start with compassion.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are beautiful. Was that Azrael?
Actually, this is that Kyle Gray deck, so he doesn't have any
Oh,
names attached to them.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good
Whatever
deck.
was $94.94, was it worth it? That's all I want.
Well,
It's a whole bunch of junk.
I would have liked that because I went to Whole Foods today and it was my whole paycheck.
I'm sure. It
It's a lot.
was. Yes. I sent
And Whole
Keith out
Foods
to
can
get
take it,
groceries.
can it?
I sent him out to get groceries and he hasn't gone out to get groceries. And he brings home family-sized strawberries, family-sized fruit, and it was
Oh.
$200.
Yeah.
I said, oh, God, I'll do it. I'll do it from now on.
Yeah.
Anyway, Froxy said he is married and he had 2 children. She couldn't have children. So, all right, sweetie. All right. So Hypnicity's mom is trying to talk to me. My mom is trying to talk to me, Nilani. She makes my nose itch. 411 would be her 101st. Okay. Can you help me get her message? When your nose itches, I think you're getting in a fight. Isn't that?
No, when
Mother
I
said,
read
kiss-
cards, I get an itchy nose.
You do?
Yeah.
I do that too. And then whenever my nose itches, I always say out loud, somebody's talking to me. I hope it's good.
Yes, exactly.
My
Exactly.
nose usually runs. Is it
Oh.
Hypnicity? What's her name? Your mom's name?
I'll look it up just a second. Wow. Thanks everybody for coming in. Oh, her name was Betty.
Oh.
Did she like flowers? Did she like gardening? I'm wondering if there's something about now that being spring and flowers, and that if she liked flowers, if she gardened, and encouraging you to keep doing flowers.
So, Hypnicity, I pulled an angel card, and this is really appropriate. She is letting you know your spiritual growth is for real. It's for real. This is spiritual growth.
Okay. Awesome.
Hypnicity, she's acknowledging the birthday with the big cake. And she's talking about a birthday that you did something special for her, or acknowledging that how good you were with her. Oh, she was Betty Crocker. Okay, yeah. So that's the cake. The cake has it only has one candle on it, but it's massive, and the candle's for you. And she's talking about how there are so many with her. Like, she's never alone. She's embraced by everybody there, and just wants you to know how happy she is right now. But she also wants you to have some fun on her birthday, and that make a wish. She's saying, make a wish. I want to help with it.
Okay. Awesome. 101. Wow. Did you pull a card, Helen?
Yeah, I did. It's interesting. I got the Queen of Swords. She wants her to remember. And notice the little angel whispering in this woman's ear. I love these cards. So the Queen of Swords, the importance of speaking the truth, being frank, about the truth, matched with the King of Cups. Speak from your heart with compassion. So just a little gentle reminder.
That's wonderful. I just want to say hi, Jess Ree. Everybody's been wondering about you, and we're all happy you're here. Thank you, dear. Hypnicity said she made a money cake. She wrapped coins in wax paper and baked them. Wow.
Oh, that's amazing. I love
I
that.
love it. I love it.
Kelly or Diana, did you go? I'm sorry.
Well, I had pulled a card.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Tell us what it is. Oh, you
Well,
pulled it already.
Yeah.
Yes, and it went
all
right
right.
along with what
Okay.
Hypnicity is. Remember, her third eye opened and her forehead's feeling mushy and all of that.
Yeah.
And that's
that's
about the same time that she started feeling
Her
the
nose
itchy
itch.
nose.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
that is your mom encouraging you and letting you know that yes, it's real.
Okay. Kelly, how about
Yep,
you?
I went. I kept getting flowers. That there was something about flowers that in gardening,
Yes.
and that
She said
she was
she loved the
encouraging.
garden.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. All right. Let's see what we got. There was a comment, I think, here. Let's see. Sorry. This very interesting. Leah saw the kid on her sister's block that is dead, sitting on a corner.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Leah, you must be really, really open.
It's really common.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
super common. People don't talk about it.
Yeah.
People often see the dead after they've died.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Anybody else?
Yeah, she's it's a comfort for her that you can see her, Leah. So you're doing a service there.
Mhm.
It's a kindness.
It is kindness. And he probably didn't want to leave. If he was a kid, he wanted to be home, you know?
Mhm.
Back where he was comfortable.
Yeah. Choosing where he wanted to stay. All right.
Mhm.
Thank you, dear. All right. So let's see. Sharon Robinson wonders why she dreamt of a black Messiah and Madonna.
Oh, Jesus isn't white. And in Poland, it is Our Lady of Czestochowa, and she is a black Madonna.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And in Africa, it is not unusual to have a black Madonna.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say it was a good sign, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Okay.
I think it's beautiful, Sharon. We there's a little church in Kansas City, Kansas, and it's just a little tiny one. And we used to go there for midnight mass with all our friends and have a party. and then we'd go there.
That's what Midnight Mass is about.
It's all about the party, isn't it? But there was the Black Madonna at that church. It was well known for it. And when I was in San Miguel, I'm going to name drop here because it was beautiful. I went to the parish church of San Miguel of St. Michael the Archangel, and there is a Black Jesus there. And I think he's about 400 years old. And for years, they hid him behind the altar.
Yes.
And now they brought him back out. I've got pictures of it, Sharon. I can put
Do you know that they just did a special? I was watching something and they just talked about it. They brought it out into the light. And seriously, we don't know how toned Christ's skin was because he's from the Middle East. He could have been any color.
Right.
Anything but white.
Yep.
And Our Lady of Czestochowa, she's from Poland. And she's Black Madonna.
All right.
Which is kind of hilarious because medically, the Polish people have the least amount of melanin in their skin of any group of people.
Diana. Yeah.
And the Irish are number 2.
Okay.
We have 2 colors, white and red.
So true.
All right. Liz has been asking for us to send prayers to a 61-year-old cruise tourist that has frontal lobe dementia.
Oh.
Got lost on the island. She's down in Mexico for a week, almost a week. Family, helicopters, locals, posters. She's not been found. So absolutely, Liz.
Yes.
We will include them in the prayer warrior group. That's very scary for that family as well.
Yeah, prayers.
Oh, let's Sally first. All right. Whoops. Sally had a weird happening the other day. Wondering if you get anything. I turned the pool pump off to back flush it. It started up by itself when I wanted on the way inside, and I found a downy white feather. You always find fascinating things, Sally.
Oh, Sally, what day was that? Was it Sunday?
All right. Let us know, Sally, if you're still here. It was Sunday. Yes, it was Sunday. Yep.
So on Sunday, I was meditating, and as I was sitting there, Mother Mary came up to me It was just like her upper bust, and she was pure white, halo, perfectly, perfectly 50-50. But I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm getting chills because we may have had this experience around the same time of day. I heard this big whoosh of water as she came rushing towards me, and I felt as if she entered me. I felt as if she entered me. I'd never, as all the visions I've had, I've never had something like that. And she moved so quickly. You know, when you're watching a movie of Dracula's and the werewolves, and they quick action and they're just there next to you. That's how it was. I saw her over by my fireplace, and then boom, she was right at me, in me, and I heard the sound of water. So I don't remember what time it was, except that it was afternoon.
Okay. Sally's in Arizona and you're in Michigan anyway, so time is
irrelevant. But even with the time change, differences, it still could have been simultaneous.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm getting chills. I think it was.
Anybody else? That was quite something, Diana. Wow.
I think
it was. She's still with me. It's part of my eclipse hangover.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember the show you were on and you were telling, and I'm like, you're totally channeling Mary.
Thank you for catching that.
Yeah. Sally, it feels like, I mean, you've got so much energy. That's like an enchanted land there. And there's spirit that came through. I don't know if the spirit was on a walkabout. I feel like it's the spirit of the land. And it's and the spirit walks a lot of land in there. But it's a regular place. Right. And plus she left you a calling card. That's her calling card.
Yeah.
You already know you have some gifts there, Sally. And so they're just showing you things that are practically impossible. Kelly?
I think it was your angels just letting you know that they're around, and it would be interesting to know what you were thinking about at the time, because they definitely wanted to get a clear message to you that they were there and in validation. So whatever it was that was weighing, on your mind or what you were thinking about, I think that's the validation right there.
Great.
Definitely surrounded by angels and protection.
Yeah. I didn't quite understand why they turned the pump on. Probably so Diana would get her to whoosh inside. Who knows? Because she heard the whoosh. Wow.
Yeah.
I did. It was like,
huh?
Yeah. I have a spirit of the dishwasher at my house. And they play with it. They play with my dishwasher all the time.
Wow.
It won't turn on or it goes on by itself or, Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mine's my shower.
Okay.
I'll turn my shower on.
My iPad is possessed by demons.
See?
my garage door gets locked in the middle of the night. I often go to bed without doing the inside door. Right? Wake up and it's locked.
So, shall I show you my card?
Yes, go right ahead, Ellen. Yep.
Look at the Holy Ghost there.
Oh,
I got the Fool, and I think it's a little validation, like Kelly said, that whatever kind of a spiritual journey you're on, the inspiration is divine and you're on the right path. It's a little validation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. So, Kelly, you want to tell Linda the difference between a dream, a vision, or a visitation? Can you? And I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but what you think that the differences are? It's fine.
Difference between a dream, vision. Well, the dream, we can have daydreams and we can have night dreams. Visions usually, when we're awake, our intuition, and it's the messages that we're getting from our, I get them from my angels and guides. Visitations, those can be our angels and our guides too. But I also get visited by ancestors, but they're all quite similar too, because I mean we can get visited in our dreams, and we can get visions with our angels and guides and loved ones too. So they're they're all very similar. But yeah, you got your daydreams, your night dreams, and your visions is when your third eye and your crown chakra is open, where you can literally see.
Yeah, that's a great description. I love visitations. I always know they're visitations because usually my dad will come and spend some time with me in my dream, and when I wake up, I know I've spent time with him. Whereas Benedict Cumberbatch is never visiting me. So yeah, but I'm being silly, but yeah. And some dreams are, we look at them and we go, what? There's some dreams that you might have a stomach ache at night and you dream about some really crazy stuff. So
Yeah.
that happens. Yeah. All right.
Linda, I don't know if that's a photograph of you or not, but that's a lovely photograph.
It is a lovely photograph.
Beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And visitations are very real and vivid. You're right, Marilla. Yeah. Is there anything anyybody would like to add before we move on to some other?
Well, yeah, Dolores Cannon talks about dreams a lot because, she equates your subconscious with your soul, potatoes. But when you're asleep, your body is resting, but your consciousness is out having a field day, and you don't remember a fraction of what you've really been up to. And often it's symbolic because that's the easiest way to get a message across. But like Kelly said, you can be visited in your dream. Some other spirit comes and communicates with yours, or you can have a vision in your dream, which is kind of a message that you're receiving spiritually. And you're right, you can daydream, which is just that altered state of consciousness. It's all about where your consciousness is. Is it connecting to the non-local consciousness, or is it
Collective.
Out and about on a different, yeah.
That's very true. Okay, thank you very much for asking the question. There's something else. Let's see, Imelda. I'm just repeating this. This from earlier. She actually dreamt she died, and the feeling was wonderful that she didn't want to wake up. I lay in bed trying to go back to sleep to feel that feeling of leaving my body. And Imelda, I just want to say that people who have near-death experiences say that all the time. They're told you got to go back. You can't stay here, and they're like, "But I like it here." So thanks for sharing that with us. That's wonderful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Let's see. We have Imagine With Me. I recently was hearing Ebony and Ivory because Michael Jackson was saying hello to me. I've been watching some shows about him. Very, very, I've had Freddie Mercury come through, so I can't say Michael Jackson didn't come through. And I love the song. What does it tell you? It tells you just the words, Ebony and Ivory live together in perfect harmony. And why can't we, like the keys on the keyboard. I always think the lyric of a song for me, is more important than the person who sang it. But that's me. You might be more interested.
I think you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah. Gary, anything?
Yeah, I love this, Brenda, because Ebony and Ivory, it's we are brought up in a world of duality, right?
Right.
And it's like, that's black, that's white, this is wrong, this is correct. And, I have to be a good girl, I can't be a bad girl. We have labels for everything. So living together in harmony is that state of non-duality, which is fifth dimension. So as we move to a different dimension, then we're not going to have those labels, and that we say that's bad, that's good, the judgment and the fear.
Right.
It's all changing.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
I love that.
I've got a few more to do. We're at the hour. We're over the hour here. I have a 7:30 show, so I'll do what I can, but I've got to leave. But Terry can take over if we haven't finished, just so you know. Leah says, what does it mean to dream of a person with an arrow in them and they're cavalier to its presence? Slings and arrows. Slings and arrows.
Sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but
Well, it depends, on the relationship you have with that person and your emotional concerns about them. Maybe subconsciously you're worried about them and you don't realize it. Or maybe, and I'm not implying that this is true. I'm just saying one possibility is you're picking up on some physical problem or, but mostly I think you're connected to them emotionally and you're concerned,
Yeah. Yep.
and Helen, I think you're onto something, because we know somebody who's kind of gone through that, whose husband had ignored situations and being cavalier about it. And
Hey, listen, I'm the one whose husband had a heart attack in the middle of the night, got up, took a shower, drove himself to the hospital, drew his own blood, ran his own cardiac enzymes, and thought the whole thing was hilarious. I've got a carload of crying, sobbing children, and he's got a big grin on his face. Oh my God.
Talk about cavalier. Holy
I
crap.
diagnosed my own heart attack.
Yeah.
But I think you're onto something with that.
Yeah.
You're picking up on, and they're ignoring the fact.
Yeah, that's the important thing. Yeah.
True. That's true. Rossi says being hunted or prey. That's a very interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jay says, Irish Granny, my dad did that. Same thing your husband did.
Maybe they're related. I just don't understand it. It's so weird.
Well, all right. So we have Monica Calendar. Dreamt last night I was given a fried fish head. Oh, I'm glad it was your dream.
Oh my gosh.
I'm deadly afraid of fish. Then I saw myself with 3 huge fish heads. That's a nightmare. I was happy and asked for a bag to put in so I could take them home to fry and eat. Isn't there there's a Monty Python? Fish heads, eat them up, yum.
Yeah, trout cheeks are a delicacy. They really are good.
Well, if it was Lent or you were Catholic and it was Friday, I'd have your solution. But
It could be why. And we did just have Easter.
yeah.
I wonder why she was given it and she won and she refused it, but she saw herself with 3 huge ones. And the only thing, isn't like a fish the symbol of Jesus or something?
Yeah,
Or
Christ.
Yeah.
Christ?
Christianity.
The age, yeah. The Piscean age, yeah.
Christ consciousness.
Oh,
And
the Piscean age is being bagged.
yeah, also,
Well,
go ahead.
Well, I was just thinking, the other one was already cooked. She
That's
took
true.
3 home.
Oh,
to
she
cook
wanted to do the
out.
cooking. Yep. Good. Yep.
And
Yep.
the number 3.
Yeah, 3 is significant.
Yeah.
Money.
I keep getting that her dreams are coming true. Keep her
Oh,
eyes on the prize.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. And
Jen,
the fish head. Oh,
go ahead.
The
No,
fish-
go ahead.
okay. The fish head has more flavor in it than the rest of the body. I mean, that's where I know it is, but that's why they
It's
put folio based with it. And
Yeah.
They don't take the
Right.
eyes out or anything. They just
All right.
you know,
If someone
Yeah,
dreams about
multiplying
fish,
is
someone's pregnant, and they might not know.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that they know. Yeah. Wow.
With triplets, no less.
wow.
My
The
God.
fish rots from the head. Well, that's nice. Oh, here we go. multiplying abundance. That's good, Rossi.
Well, it's a nice way to look at it.
Yeah.
That's because this is a cat. You know, cats are always very.
That would
Oh,
absolutely love that.
Well, and it's
We love that.
Tesla's number 3, right? 369.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true. All right, so we have one dream from Mary Starshine, and then just something else Bright Shiny Ray wants us to look at. So we'll get to that. So it's a two-parter because she couldn't, she typed what she could. I had a dream the night of the Hyatt Regency disaster in Kansas City. I don't know if I know about that.
I think that's when that bridge fell on the people that were dancing. This is a while
it was
back.
the-
Yeah.
It was the tea room. I think it was in the 70s or the early 80s.
The 80s,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went through a portal and was met by a man dressed in black. He kind of looked like Zorro. He waved at me to follow him. We were over a layer of clouds and people were popping up to us. Some were happy and some were very scared. Was I there to help them cross?
Yes.
I hope you did.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Definitely. Definitely.
Wow.
That's a great dream. That's
beautiful,
really a significant
Now
dream.
that's a vision, wouldn't you say? More
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
More like Yeah.
Yeah, definitely like a vision. And it feels like Zorro was, for me, it feels like Azrael, Archangel of,
Okay.
sometimes he's called the Archangel of Death or the Archangel of Transformation or of Mediums. And he would be someone that you would be helping with that if you were helping people cross over, Mary.
And that reference to death comes like a thief in the night. When I think of Zorro, I think of the sudden appearance of something a little bit nefarious. To die suddenly in that sort of scenario would be nefarious. Yeah,
it would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
people popping up. That's just so cool.
They were all going up.
Souls. Yeah, yeah.
Kelly, what did you want to say, honey?
I think, Mary, your light shines so bright that you were just a service to them, just to help them cross because of your light. You
Right.
really are a true gift.
Mary, I
Absolutely.
just dreamt the night of the bridge. The bridge collapsed in Baltimore. The night before it happened, I was having that dream. I was in the water.
Oh,
there to
wow.
rescue these people and help them cross over, the ones that couldn't get back. And so that didn't make it that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Anyway, so I understand what
Yeah.
you're talking about because
And it's so remarkable that
Yes.
if this happened in 81, you remember that like it was probably yesterday, Mary.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a life event for you, one of your life
Yeah.
events.
I remember I was driving home. I'd been to the Bahamas on my first honeymoon, and I was driving by it when that was
Oh.
going on, and all the
Oh,
aliens.
man.
Wow.
And
Wow.
we had a hurricane on the honeymoon too. So who would have thought that would have worked out? But
Really, you should keep these private things to yourself.
anyway, but they say that when people leave in groups like that, there are groups there waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there.
You were one of probably others that were helping.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they'd have a big group there helping everybody. Yeah, it'd be a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to jump out, but I'm going to put up Rays now. Terry, you can work the.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and I'll see you guys next time, and make sure you end the stream when it's over. Thank you. Much love.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Annie.
Thank you.
Bye, Aley.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bright Shiny Ray. Hello, everyone. My mom was born 104 years ago today. Hypnicity, you reminded me. Wow.
That's beautiful.
That is so beautiful, honey. Do you want a message from your mom, Bright Shiny Ray? So, not sure if she's still here or not.
Well, she might go back and watch it if it's
Yeah.
recorded. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and go in with that.
Hoping that we get to the question.
I
Oh, go ahead.
I get I get bright shiny ray that your mom says, put your hand on your heart when you're missing me and know that she's with you, that she's with you, she loves you, she supports you, she guides you.
Look at this card. Your mother's watching over you, just like Kelly said, and protecting you, that her love is not gone. Her love is there for you. And not to worry about her. She's gone on to much better situation. She's in a good place. But she's with you, too. That's so cool. Isn't that the coolest card? Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy love.
Oh.
I love that.
And that's the mother, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. On the bottom of the deck, expect miracles.
Oh, wow. I loved her face. I want some
There
of
you
that.
go. And I was hearing, she's going to see me. She just doesn't know it. I think what she was meaning was that there's going to be a bird or something that is going to start showing up in your life that you're going to pay attention to. And that is going to represent her. So just watch for the odd butterfly, other bird or something else that just starts showing up
your attention.
real regular basis.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like she's talking about either a cardinal or a bluebird, bright shining ray. It's something bright.
Especially when you think of that card with all the blue around those flowers. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. She is acknowledging that coming forward on an anniversary like this is a sacred time. And she makes me teary. She's talking about she wants you to ask for something for yourself, bright shiny ray, on her birthday this year. There has been a cardinal there this spring. Yeah, that's her. That's her. So she's watching over you, but she wants you to take care of yourself. Maybe you take care of a lot of other people. And she wants you to make sure that you do something special just for you, whether it's buying yourself a little piece of jewelry, like at the thrift store or at Saks Fifth Avenue, whatever.
Yeah.
Get yourself something special.
Yeah.
Whatever catches your eye.
Yeah.
Or something that you can carry with you always, like, a pint of Haagen-Dazs. Right. Celebrate her.
Strawberry gelato. It's in my freezer. I love that. Well, that's beautiful. Well, that was it, you guys. Well, thank you all so much.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Does anybody else see the starlight over Terry's head?
Yes.
Knock it off. Knock it off. I can't compete with that. That's pretty cool.
All
I was
right.
trying to get
Starlight,
that.
star bright, first star I see tonight.
Oh, here, wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go.
Now you got it. Now you got it. I know. I was trying to figure it out tonight.
I'm just a glow.
Well, you're going to end up on Dateline, because that's one of the tropes on Dateline is the victim always lit up a room.
I better lock the garage door tonight.
Oh, please. That's what I was thinking. Oh, God.
Thank you all for being here. And moderators, thank you so much for being here. And beautiful chatters, thank you for your beautiful questions. So we will see you all later on this week. Bye-bye.
Yes. This was fun. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for having me, you guys.
Oh my God.
my
Thank you
gosh.
so much
Yes,
for being
thanks
here,
for being
everyone.
You light up a room too.
Uh-oh. Well, I hope John